So I have some family over today, and yesterday my mother made some picadillo, and I'm gonna go ahead and make some pastelillos with it. Pastelillos, empanadillas, whatever you call them, that's up to you. But they're known in Puerto Rico as pretty much both. I think in different parts of the island they call them different things, but I'm gonna make some so that I can share with my family. And I figured, let me show you how I do it. When I'm making empanadillas for a lot of people, I usually like to cut the dough in half, so that way I can make smaller ones. They're a little bit more like appetizer-ish, you know? I do have a recipe for picadillo on my page. If you just scroll down a little bit, I just took the picadillo from yesterday and I warmed it up in the fridge a little. Warmed it up in the fridge? Really? I warmed it up in the microwave for just a little bit because you don't want it to be too hot. In case you didn't know, damp paper towel underneath your cutting board will stop it from moving. I am gonna add a little bit of cheese to some of them. This one I'm gonna keep plain for now because I put a lot of meat in it already. Okay, you take these over, press them down. I need a fork. And then you just take a fork and pinch all the way around. Flip it over and do the same thing on both sides. This just really helps to seal it, you know? And there you go. Look how cute that is. I just have a baking sheet here with some parchment paper just to make cleanup a little bit easier. And I'm gonna put all the ones that I've done on here. Now, when I put some with cheese, I do put a little less meat because I like to pile on the cheese, you know? It's a little overstuffed, but that's okay. We'll just seal her up and hope for the best. As long as you seal it nicely, you should be fine. I also try to take some of those little pieces of cheese that are poking out off, so that way they don't burn in the oil. And there you go. That's the beef and the cheese. I'm gonna keep making these and then we're gonna fry them. The only difference with my mother's picadillo is that she puts a lot less sauce in hers. So that actually works really well when you're making the ground beef for the empanadillas. I also add a little bit of flour to my surface. I forgot to mention that before, just because it helps keep the empanadillas from sticking to the board. Throughout this video, you're probably gonna hear me interchange between empanadillas and pastelillos because I'm telling you right now, I've heard it called both ways. I know it's a pretty big debate amongst our people, but it is what it is. Call it what you want. I'm frying myself a whole one. Oh my God, I'm a mess. I already fried up a few normal size ones for me and my husband and my daughter. And I've already started to fry up the little ones. Look at how pretty they look. I'm just gonna keep frying, basically. These are the beef and cheese ones. I did do a few ones without cheese just in case there's some people that don't want cheese. I'm gonna keep frying these up and I'll show you how they look when they're done. So I made myself a full-size one because I'm an adult and I cooked so I can. And we are gonna taste it together. Look at that. Yes. A little bit of mayo ketchup. Absolute perfection. So good.